Hello, everyone. Welcome back to History Saver 1941. Thank you, as always, for all of your support on the channel and for watching the video. I want to let you know we also finally have a podcast now live. It's called First to Jump World War II Podcast. You can find us on Spotify or Apple. Just Google or type in History Saver 1941, rather, and it should pop up. It's First to Jump World War II Podcast. And you'll hear me and the co-host Jack on there. And we'll be talking a lot of World War II reenacting stuff, but also a lot of World War II history and just different, World War II history themed things in general. But as in any video, if I buy something, I try to, let you guys know what I've picked up and what I've bought. And if you see behind me on the wall, well, you haven't seen this yet. This is actually a very cool map that I just picked up day before yesterday. And let's go take a look at it. So this, my friends, is a map of France. And it is dated 1918. I found this at the antique store and I only paid just a few bucks for it. Now, first you may say, why have you got this map hanging on the wall with thumbtacks in it? Okay, there's a couple of reasons for that. Before you start picking me apart, let me explain. So I do have a background in archival, taking care of documents, things like that. This is not a good way to take care of a document, but with the setup I have here, I don't have the proper means to do what I want to. And when I bought this map, as you can see, it has several thumbtack holes. It had one exactly where the thumbtacks are at all four corners. It had one there, and there's two more there, and then the same on the bottom of the map down here. Well, this map was folded. As you can see all the creases in it, and you can kind of see where the paper is starting to come apart right there, and all of those creases. That is not good. Okay, if you keep a map like this folded for that long of a period of time, what it's going to do is it's going to split this whole map into sections. It's just going to rip it naturally. You can see it started doing it here. So it is a lot better to have this map hanging on a wall, flattened out. It had thumbtack holes in it already. I can't really take those and get rid of those. I can take some archival tape later and maybe patch all this up, which we will do. But this map is going to be framed, and what I am doing is flattening out this map so that this does not continue. And if you see, it's all over this thing. Now, also another thing that some of the previous owners did, and I don't know why, but they had dots marked all through here. Here's one in Rennes. You've got Versailles. You've got Reims there, excuse me. And then Luxembourg over here. So they got dots just everywhere. I don't know if this places they visited, maybe, or if it was actually someone from World War II. And what this map is basically a... I think what it is basically a tourist map, but for sure this could come in handy, and I thought it was really cool. But another thing I did pick up was this artillery fuse, German artillery fuse, basically canister. On the top, you can see it says Zuckerbeast or something like that. My German's not good. But if we open this up at the base of it, and it is made out of bakelite, by the way, and this stuff will break very easily, believe it or not. So you have to kind of be careful with anything bakelite because it can be brittle. There we go. But the base of this thing, the bottom of this thing opens up just like this. There we go. And let's get over here in the light. But if we come over here, you can see markings on the inside of it there on the top. And that's some oil or something from the artillery fuse. And it's dated 1940, if you see that at the top. It also is dated on the inside, as you can see inside of there, 1940 as well. So definitely a World War II artillery fuse bakelite canister. And these things are awesome for display and to maybe put, some other stuff in that you don't want to lose. But we will not be using this for reenacting. This is just solely for display. And I always think things like this are very neat. So I always pick them up. I think I paid 30 bucks for this. So it's not too bad, but could have been cheaper. But it is what it is, and it will live right there. Now, in addition, we also picked up these bad boys. These are German but made binoculars. And as you can see on the end here, it says West Germany, made in West Germany. So they're not 100%, I don't think, accurate, but I do think they're dated 1940s. And their leather is real rough, but none of the leather is coming off. Looks like somebody has actually tried to redo the leather on these. But they work. And I had a veteran that I'm friends with tell me, he was a first lieutenant attached to a Patton's division in an infantry regiment. He told me during the war, he captured a German officer, took his binoculars, and he broke these in half. And I was like, well, why would you do that? Why would you break a pair of binoculars in half? And he said, well, the dots in the middle of the binoculars, when you look through them, will mess with me because I will look for black silhouettes for enemy soldiers. He said, so I just broke it in half, used one part as a telescope. And, you know, when I saw these, that's all I could think about. And these were only $20. So how can you not pick up a German-made pair of binoculars as, you know, probably World War II dated for $20? So these will work just fine for reenacting, even though they're West Germany made. They would still work just fine. And we would probably repurpose these for reenacting when we do some officers' impressions as either... if I happen to do a German impression, or, you know, use them for capture binoculars. So pretty cool. I did pick this up recently, a original grenade canister. I keep my pup tent candles in there, and just, you know, tea candles for trench candles for reenacting inside of that. And, you know, you can use stuff like that to keep your stuff in for when you go to events and help you travel light. But what I want to show you, what I did pick up, something I'm not going to use for reenacting more than likely, not anytime soon anyway, but an original World War II British whistle. And you can see it is marked made in England right there on the top, and it does work. And this is an original British World War II whistle. Why did I get this? Well, I wanted it because it is World War II period. And I would like to add it to my collection, and it was only $2. So that is a steal. That's what you can find at antique stores sometimes. So yeah, keep your ears and eyes out at antique stores. And yeah, so just showing you a little bit more stuff here. That's a Russian shoe mine you've seen on the channel before. I did pick this up, which is a a U.S. Wood alcohol cooking tin. It has the grate with it, and I use S-bits in that. So I still use it for its intended purpose. I just use S-bits. Odds and ends, and then the pew-pews right there. And check this out. This is an M1 Garand. This is the new goat gun that just come out. I know I didn't put the sling on right. I've got to kind of work with it a little bit. But I thought that was really neat. Picked that up for Christmas. My wife got that for me for Christmas. And it's a goat gun of an M1 Garand. They just come out in November. And it's an exact replica of my M1 Garand. So, I mean, hey. When it's a Garand, it's always good. So, anyway, this is kind of what the war room looks like right now. Just kind of a mess. You know, I've been working and different things and doing podcasts, and we got the heater going because it's cold, and I just got a shipment in of Coca-Cola, as you can see there and there, and I eat that stuff on a daily, not just at events. But yeah, this is what the war room looks like right now. So very cool map of France. Well, that being said, guys, well, that's all I have for you for this video. And if you like the videos, please give a thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, keep preserving history, stay safe, and hopefully we'll see you at an event soon.